Steinberg poster, of those of you who haven't seen it. I had Lydia go downstairs and buy it. Typically, I said just get everybody to sign it. Lydia thought it was just so valuable. Get everybody sign the back. So those of you who haven't signed it, we'd like to sign the front of the poster. We also have, and I'm sorry Leslie's not here, this is the official LBC green laser.
This is why I came to the end.
Yeah. And one other thing, for you can show them what that.
Wow. A $200 Amazon gift certificate. Thank you all.
Which,
They do
can
sell
go
horses
towards
now.
your track.
There are more farming
There's horses on Amazon. Horses. You could use it towards a horse.
That's good. I'm sure Amazon actually.
So I'm sorry that Oklahoma tape, the thing that's really pathetic about that Oklahoma tape, just tried to play, is that we didn't buy it for this. Max and I actually, that's not the pathetic part. The pathetic part is I knew exactly where it was. It's got my Oklahoma tape right here. That was really good. Anyway, part of that, part of what takes kind of the edge off of this whole thing, as you don't know, Kyle actually isn't leaving. He's actually, we kind of bought 30%, I'm serious now, we bought 30% of his life. And that's so that he could work with Kevin Hall. I don't know if all of you met Kevin from NIPDK. So we got all these projects set up, and I've got him kind of under lock and key, so it kind of takes the edge off this whole thing for me. And hey, good luck in Tulsa.
Some of you will get this joke. Yesterday when I was leaving, getting ready to leave the office, Alex said, "So what all are you taking with you?" And I said, "Just these 2 laptops." And he goes, "That's it?" And we commented about how when he said something about when Mike Beauchamp left, he actually left with pallets. What I thought about saying
was
to Alex, 7 pallets.
They brought a helicopter to take stuff out.
What I thought about saying to Alex was, yeah, but I'm actually leaving with that entire IRP, right? I get to keep the intramural program.
Yes, he's costing us a lot.
So, first off, I want to just thank everyone for coming, and also thank you all for being amazing colleagues the last, what is it, 3.5 years, 4 years?
3 3/4.
3 3/4. It's been wonderful. And then, in particular, Alex. You've been a wonderful postdoc advisor. You've put up with me and my harebrained ideas, and had an enthusiasm for our projects that has just made it a pleasure. So
This will never work.
exactly. Yeah, and that's actually found its way in all sorts of hidden ways into Athene. For example, some of your splash screens will actually sometimes show where Alex once wrote. Came in and drew a picture, a remarkable sort of image of himself on my marker board and wrote, "This will never work, Simmons." So yeah, I snapped a picture of it, and now it's an Athene splash screen. So a few years ago, some of you may recall that HBM was in Toronto. Does anybody remember that? So I was at that meeting, and I went to just sort of took the afternoon off, and I went to the Art Institute in Toronto, and they were having this exhibit on color field art, and it was kind of an interesting experience because I'm looking at these remarkable color field sort of works, and I started thinking about the relationship between these color field works and all these sort of color representation maps that we look at in the poster sessions and the talks every day at HBM. And I started thinking about, there's probably some interesting connections here. And so I started messing around at the time with, thanks Faith, that was a good catch. Started messing around with brain art, basically. And when I left Emory, I gave my graduate advisor, Larry Barcelo, a sort of piece of brain art that I made. The logic being that these are sort of color representations of people's neural representations of cognitive representations of things that are out there in the world. And Alex's brain art's about to get destroyed. So anyway,
Watch out what you do.
So at any rate, I gave one of these pieces to Larry Barcelo, and then sometime later, Alex and I were actually in Larry's office down in Atlanta, and Alex was commenting on this and wondering where Larry had gotten it, and Larry told him the story, and Alex turned to me and said, "Do I get one of those?" And I said,
Does that sound like me?
I said, "It all depends on how nice you are to me." Well, Alex, you were plenty nice, so I would like to use it.
Well, this is the first that I've ever gotten anything from one of those.
Don't let it be said you never got anything.
You don't get the draft. So
Don't let it be said that you never got anything.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
So, this I call donuts. This is actually from a subject that we scanned last week in this new food perception localizer study. And this is actually activity in the subject's insula when they're looking at pictures of donuts.
Well, you've been a super creative scientist, but also a great colleague. So thank you. Okay. All right, we can have dessert. There was one last piece of this. Belgowan wrote like a David top 10, which I'm not going to read. Because not everybody would get all those.
I figured it was because of the kids.
Do we have to?
Figured out how to make it so that I can't go to Oklahoma.
Show your can. Show your can.
all you really have to do is say, "I love Texas." Yeah.
This is all the beer we need. Small.
Really good. We didn't have a Madison beer.
Yeah, that's right. He's drinking
Budweiser only, maybe.
foreign beer.
Foreign beer. Oh, that's probably not enough.
Yeah.
Something other than a silver bullet.
No buckle.
No buckle. Yeah, no buckle.
No buckle. Yeah.
How am I going to survive? Alex asked me the other day.
You're gonna be
He
fired.
said, "So when you fly back up here."
I told them they're gonna fire him.
So Alex asked me the other day. He said, "When you fly back up here, I don't understand how this works. So you go to the airport and you're gone. Where do you leave your horse? You just tie it up in front?" And I said, "No, they've got an economy corral. It's like you just leave it up."
Good. I left you a horse-related note.
Oh, did you?